Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to On the Whiteboard with the Great Puckettini. And today, what I got for you guys is one of my better pass plays. 82 California was my very best and favorite pass play. But this one here I'm going to show you today, a lot of times was be the first play of the game. I was always a really offensive-minded coach, and I always wanted to take the ball first, and I wanted to get after them. We're amped up, we're pumped up, let's go get it. And I always try to trick them or hit them with a big play early before the coaches can really figure out what you're doing. You get it real quick, jump on them, and go score quick. And this, what we call this is black 71 vertical. Like I said, a lot of times this is a very good first play of the game. Now, first off, we're in a black set, and we got doubles. We got two receivers here and two there. And I really talked about how we spread it out. Like if we're in the middle of the field, we like to be about at least 10 yards from the sideline, and it give or take, And then we want our inside, and they're up on the ball, our outside guys. Remember, this is our X, and this is our Y. This is our tight end kind of position here, if you remember, that we talked about in an earlier video. And right here is kind of like would be your tailback, your best running back, kind of in the I formation. Right here would kind of be like your wide receiver 2. Here's your wide receiver 1. And that's kind of the way I always set it up. This guy here would be kind of like your fullback in the I formation. He'd be the back that probably not as fast, he can't catch as good, but now he can't catch, but this tailback out here, this guy's probably one of your best athletes, probably your tailback in I formation. Now, but anyway, so we're black and 7-1 vertical. Now, black, like I said, black is our 2x2, and these inside receivers are off the ball. Can't get off track there. The inside receivers are off the ball, and they just split the difference between that tackle and that receiver. He just gets in the middle. Same thing for this guy here. He splits the difference, just in the middle of those two for our spacing. Now, what I got here is cover 3 that we see a lot of. Now, if we see cover 2, you can adapt this route to cover 2 as well. All you got to do is bend it inside. Now, in my terminology, what I teach my players, if I called fade, we're throwing to the outside receiver. But vertical is to the inside. We're looking on the inside receivers here, and they're running just a vertical, just a fade route, basically. And you can run it different ways. I'll kind of show you the way I did and had the first play of the game I tried to do. Now, 71 tells us 70 series is a 3-step drop. So snap the ball, we're taking 3 steps. Okay, this is drop back passing here. Now, 71 tells us we're looking to the left side. He's always had a lot better success, that quarterback throwing back to his left. I'll kind of show you why here in a minute. It has to do with that drop. Now, so we're looking 71 vertical. So this guy is our primary receiver. We're looking over here. Okay, and we run mirrored routes. Like in a drop back, these guys over here will run the same. The back side will run the same as the play side. They're mirrored routes, okay, in drop back passing and our quick passing game too is mirrored as well. That way, if we have to flip it, we can. If we see something, we can flip it. But anyway, right now we're looking left side. We're reading this right, reading this safety really is who we're going to read. He is our key right here. And a lot of times, this guy can be pretty aggressive, He's wanting to come up and make a big play start of the game. He may jump something early, and we're gonna hit him hard right here. All right, now, so black 7-1 vertical. So first off, this is a 3-step drop. Now let's look at our linemen first. We want our guards and our center to they're going to kind of drop back just a little bit, and they're going to try to keep their shoulders square. Okay, they're going to kind of keep the front of that pocket from collapsing on our quarterback. And this is going to be a quick pass. We're not going to sit back here and hop around and pat the ball. We're going to hit our 3rd step, and it's coming out. Okay, we're not going to hold it. We're going to get rid of it. Our tackles here really want to we do it almost like a step and a hinge and make that end come way up past that quarterback. We want to push him all the way past the quarterback. Same thing here, kind of a step inside a hinge and we're trying to make him run up the field and get behind the quarterback. The back, sometimes you have trouble maybe people blitzing the backers a lot. And if this guy's not a good blocker, sometimes you may want to play fake with him or have him run a short route here. Because these are all going to be deep routes. He can come out this way, come out here in the flat somewhere if he's not a very good blocker. But I always like to kind of have him step up in here and just help chip with somebody, All right, now, So what we're looking at, we're reading this safety. As quarterback gets the ball, he's catching the ball and he's finding laces. And he's taking his 3 steps. And I'm going to turn here. He's going to look. He's looking over here like this guy. Even pre-snap, quarterback looking at him and he's talking to him. Maybe he's doing his face mask. He's trying to give him some dummy calls. Maybe motioning something to these two. Making that safety think, hey, they're coming right here. He's talking to him and telling them, hey, right here, robber. You know, he's making just some dummy calls just to get all the, over here, just to get all that attention. And they know this guy, like I said earlier, is a lot of times our leading receiver. So they are ready to stop him. They're looking for him and know where he is, okay? So we're making them think we're throwing here, but we're not, okay? And that quarterback takes that 3-step drop. When he hits that 3rd step, he's looking at a wide receiver too, and it's just easy. A lot of times these guys will be about 4 or 5 inside. They're playing us inside here. We're just running straight up the field. We're just going straight here. Now, as soon as he gets by that guy, we start looking, but he's a dummy, but he's still going to be looking, okay? Now, quarterback better not throw over there. He better not. He's going to have to see me when he comes sideline if he does. Because I've told him we're throwing left here, whether it's good or bad for right now. Same thing over here. We're running that vertical. We're stretching them, okay? Now, quarterback hits that 3rd step, and he's here looking at this guy, and then he just turns his hips over, opens up his hips, gives us that torque to throw the ball, and our right ankle right here should be pointing kind of right down here and hit this guy right about here. So we're hoping this safety sees all this, and he sees us looking, and he's going to start drifting a little bit. He's going to drift a little, at least that way, enough to where we're going to hit this guy quick. Okay, we're going to take that 3rd step, and then boom, we're going to hit him, and it's going to be money. Now, one thing too, if that corner's off and he's going deep, you can tell this guy, if he sees he's going deep, stop and settle in and make him come up to keep him out of the play. Because if this is a real good corner, sometimes he can get over here in the way and jump it, okay? So if that corner's fading on him, he wants to stop and kind of come back to the ball. And that quarterback, if he sees that, he could throw here short. He could, but we're looking right here, okay? That's just something you can adjust to. And this is, like I said, we're trying to run this early, first play of the game, because I want this guy rested. I want him flying up the field for a big play. Because remember, I coached at a 3A school on a 6A level. So we were just an average size school. We were lucky. I wanted to have 40 kids, but we're lucky to have 30 or more. So we didn't, this guy here was my tailback. He's also one of these inside backers. I mean, he played special teams and everything. All these guys did, a lot of them had to play both ways. So I try to hit these big plays early to try to hit them quick. Now, that's not saying we wouldn't run it later too, but we're wanting this to be our first play at the gate and hammer them. This one at 82 California. Also, it's real easy to signal. You can run this play, you know, no huddle, super easy. You know, this would be like 71 vertical via my neck and my left arm. They all look at me and I can do that real easy, and we can run it. We don't have to huddle. That tells everybody what to do. And we can give them a black too, because we got different formations. I can go black, 71 vertical. Or sometimes I have my receiver coach doing that. It just depended on which year. We changed it up so teams couldn't kind of start reading us. Now, if we do see a cover 2 look, it's real easy. You know, if you got cover 2 like a safety here, he's coming off and we're just going to bend it. As soon as we get behind that, if there's a backer here, we get about 7, we're just going to bend it in there. But we're looking here, okay? Same thing, trying to get them moving, and we're just going to throw it in the middle, okay? So it's real easy to adjust that play, but it works best against that cover 3, which we saw a lot of, because they're wanting to keep 6 men in the box. We're running the football. If you're getting something where you got 5 men in that box or less, we're going to run it on you. We're going to hammer you in the running game. So teams do not do that against us, okay? Because we would call it the line, we changed the play and call it. We had a calling system for that. We'd have a live color and a live number, and we'd have dummy calls too. So, but anyways, great play. Black 71 vertical. Another thing you could do too to keep that safety, maybe to get him up, he's one that likes to make tackles, is to fake like that 33 zone I was showing you earlier. You know, the quarterback just catches and he reads him, and that running back's coming here, and then after he reads, then he takes his 3-step drop, and he's doing the same thing. He's looking here, 3rd step, boom, we're throwing here, quick, I mean, it's a dart. I mean, we're throwing it. It's not a lob it or anything. We're going quick. And if this guy's one-on-one with him, which he shouldn't be, he's probably covered three. If he's going to go flat, he should be open, man. And when we used to burn teams with it, but so we could either get them, we're showing where he could go 82 or we could 71 vertical. 82 California, look at that. That's my best pass play I wrote on. I have a video on that one. So they're thinking we could run 82, or then we could go 71. You know, we could call that the line. We've done that before. You know, so you really put them in a bind as to they don't really know what you're going to run. Okay, and I believe that's all I got. Thank you so much for coming and watching a video again today here on the whiteboard with the Great Puckettini. Like I say, this was the play I love to start games off with. Black 71 vertical. When this guy, he's rested, he's ready to go, and we want to hit him fast. Big play, 20 plus, and then you're after them. Then you flip the field. You've got field advantage on your side, and you got momentum going. You know, and then you come back with all kinds of other stuff. But this is a good start of the game play right there. Like I say, thanks so much for coming. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you back. If you want to see me draw something else up or like a play or have a question, please hit me up. I'd love to talk ball and help you guys out, you young coaches. I coached for 15 years, and I was always looking for why do coaches call stuff? How do they set it up? What's their thinking? And that's what I'm trying to show you here. So if you have any questions about it, holler at me. You know, I coached every position on this field. Quarterback's what I mainly coached. But I started out in the offensive line and then running backs and then receivers, and the quarterbacks was always what I coached, but you know, more than anything. But I coached everything, and I love to talk ball. If you have questions, hit me up. I'd love to talk with you. Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Thanks for being on the whiteboard with the Great Puckettini. See you later.